People wey never win cup before, they complain say Libya people they treat them bad. I don't understand. When Libya people come Nigeria, how una they treat them? Una pour spit for their face. Now come and they fight us right now. Forget, the country they scatter. Then Nigerian footballer won't start another content again. Just like the way Davido and Whiskey do that time. No one stop to they distract the youth for this country because una life done better already. Una never win cup for once, for one day, or see una be millionaire. What una contribution? They complain say Libya they choose una fuck up. Libya better pass una. Person when they live for glass house when they choose to. Now, what una do to them before? They don't bounce back to una. They don't post it from una face. I don't understand. The country they fall apart. They fight secret war of hardship. Let's come and say send them money. Take una self picture. Come post them online. Make people carry and say they treat una bad. Una be bad people. Go score go. They are paying you guys for it. I don't understand. Why would they pay una? Why una even they talk to the government of Nigeria? Go score go. When Libya, according to the rumors that is flying on social media, they say that Nigeria do this thing to the Libya first. And when they are doing it, Libya, they look there with one eye. Libya open their eyes. They look there one corner and say, oh, you people know who are you people doing this with. If we could do this to you, your own go hurt. But what happened, according to, they say Nigeria did this thing to Libya, and Libya, they didn't talk anything. Yes, they leave them. When Nigeria fly to Libya, now they retaliate. And this retaliate what hurt. It hurt a lot. That will make you to learn. Nigeria, now you should learn, okay? We should just learn. What they do to you now, just learn them. I hope it's sweet. Next time, don't do that. Because I remember last time, we also do the same thing to South African. You know, they say now Uyosha, that one, Uyo, that one happened. They keep South Africa waiting like some hours, according to. And I remember World Cup qualifier between Ghana and Nigeria. When Ghana was trending, Nigeria just take light. You people remember that time. So Nigerians keep doing this thing. But now you see, Libya no Arab country. Those people, they're ready for war.
So NFF, NFF want us to believe these things. They want us to believe that first of all, Libya chose to land in Port Harcourt instead of landing in Uyo. Somehow, let us believe that there is a misconception about that. But when they now said that Libya, you guys should use the same plane and come to Uyo, Libya said no. Libya said no, that they don't want to use flight, that they want to use road. Okay, you're using road. NFF now said, we will give you guys vehicles to convey you guys from Port Harcourt to Uyo. Libya said no again. Libya said no, that they don't want to use NFF vehicles, that they want to charter vehicles on their own. Let us assume that this is the case. They now chartered vehicles on their own without AC, mini buses without AC. And they now use those mini buses and go to Uyo. And then after, somehow, the same Libya players, the same Libya coaches and Libya captain now came out to say that how would they use a bus without AC? So they will refuse everything and still come out to complain that they used a bus without AC. Is it making sense to you? Because this story is not making sense to me. How would they refuse everything? When they refuse everything, they will not come out and complain. Hey, NFF, make una know wetin una dey talk. You guys should use your head. We are not children. You guys should better tell us the actual story or apologize to these people because you guys were at fault.
I'm sure you also heard the news that the Nigerian national football team were stranded in Libya in a situation that looks like they were held hostage. It is no longer a news though, but many people don't know what really happened and how we got here. Let me explain to you why the Libyan government did this. So last week, the Libyan football team arrived in Nigeria ahead of the 2025 African Cup of Nations qualifier. But instead of them to land in Uyo, which is the venue for the match, their plane was diverted to Port Harcourt. When they landed in Port Harcourt airport, they were a bit stranded. Despite that, the NFF still rallied around to make sure they were moved to Uyo, although by road. But the Libyan players complained that the NFF did that on purpose so that they can be tired for the match, and that the bus NFF provided to carry them to Uyo don't even have AC. But NFF came out to say that what happened was not their fault, that they were only informed of the arrival date and time on short notice, causing logistical issues. And despite all that, the Libyan players were treated well, as you can see. After NFF explained what really happened, the Libyans kept quiet, not knowing that they have something in mind. The match was played anyway, which Nigeria went on to win. And now, it was the turn for Nigeria to go to Libya for the return match. And guess what? On their way to Libya, the Libyan government diverted their plane to an abandoned airport somewhere very far from where they were supposed to land. That is not all. They were not allowed to leave the airport for over 13 hours. No food, no water, no access to internet. They were just stranded. It was just like an hostage situation. In fact, some of the Libyan workers that were around were even laughing, for you to know that they were doing this on purpose. But after many hours of people calling the Libyan government, they decided to send this bus to come move the players to the venue, which is about 200 kilometers. You see, this is the bus Nigeria provided for their players, and this is the bus provided for our own players. Funny, right? But the Nigerian players refused and decided to withdraw from the match. Yes, they said they are not playing again, that they want to go home. To cut the long story short, after back and forth, I heard that they are now back to Nigeria. So we thank God for their safety. The Confederation of African Football, CAF, have already taken up the matter, and investigation is currently on. I hope that Libya is sanctioned so that other African countries can learn from this. One thing about Nigeria is that we don't maltreat visiting nations on purpose. We have hosted bigger teams before. But anyways, if you are in Libya, you better brief them about Nigerians. Them know they forget things. So. This man used to be a professional boxer, but decided to retire after an injury. It's been up to 20 years now that he has been suffering from this injury. He has went to different places with no solution to an extent that he thought it's a spiritual thing, until someone told him about one of Lifesavers Foundation's products, Alka-Force. After a short period of using it, for the first time in 20 years, to his greatest surprise, he is now free from the injury. He was so surprised and thought that Alka-Force can also solve spiritual things. You see, that's the power of Alka-Force. If you are going through any type of health challenge, or you know anyone, take it to Lifesavers and come back with testimonies like this one. If you want more information about Lifesavers and Alka-Force, just click that link you see in my bio, or you can search for their page here on TikTok at daily_Lifesavers.
I hope some of you are hearing what is happening. You know, sometimes when we do something, we are trying changing narrative to people. We are trying to fake narrative, populate fake news to confuse people. Who telling the actual thing that happened? Now you hear some true Nigerians are coming out and telling us that this is what actually happening. Understand? They are telling you now this is actually happened. This is what you did to them. But they're angry and they did this to you. That's why I always saying that first to do, you know the pain. First to do, you know the pain. Now last to do the pain. Now what they do to you, it pain and it hurt you. You forget what you do. Although I'm hearing that Libya shoot, they shoot Nigerian to court to something. When you do them, they are tired. They cannot even play the ball. You win them. Now they do that to you. I bet Libya, you try. You try for this one. You try. Libya, try. You try. Nigeria, we should learn. Okay? Although, God bless everybody. But for now, bye-bye. Nigeria. Thank God they say they no play again. They return back home. They say they are tired. They return back home. God bless everybody. Bye-bye for now. Don't forget to subscribe. Nigerians, enjoy your day.